Despite their efforts to tank, the Patriots could not hold on to the number 1 pick in the 2025 NFL Draft. With their win over the Buffalo Bills backup players, it does look like the Patriots now move on to number 4 in the upcoming draft. Still a top 5 pick, but the Patriots do move on to 4 and 13 for the 2024 NFL season. There's definitely a lot to take away from that game, the 23-16 win over the Bills. But it is also unfortunate because in this scenario, I think this win hurt the Patriots. I think the Patriots really could have benefited from getting the first pick in the NFL draft to possibly make it a little bit more attractive to come to New England as a head coach or possibly a free agent player, and then hopefully have the opportunity to control the draft with the first pick in a possible trade or with a player. And number 4 pick isn't bad. New England can still definitely make some moves if they want to, but the whole point is we should have lost this game to help the future. But I understand with Jerod Mayo's job in the line, Alex Van Pelt's to Marcus Covington, and then your backup players trying to prove themselves, it was a tough order to ask. It was also very tough to ask a division rival like the Buffalo Bills to hand us the first pick in the 2025 NFL Draft. Not the outcome that some fans wanted. The outcome that some fans wanted, though, did get it with the win here today. So before I do jump into my post-game reaction, talk a little bit more about what this number 4 pick does mean for New England moving forward, I just want to go ahead and ask you guys real quick your opinion on getting the fourth pick in the NFL draft. If you guys are excited about it, and this is something to be excited about, it just means that we have new people coming to New England, possibly. Go on ahead and let me know. If you're excited about having the number 4 pick, go on ahead and spam Pats in the comment section down below. If you're not excited, go on ahead and let me know why in the comment section down below. Like I said, I do think New England has the opportunity to still possibly trade if they want with a number 4 pick. I feel like you kind of get moved off the Travis Hunter talk. He can still go at number 4, but I feel like if you also do end up keeping the number 4 pick, you can still end up getting your original guy like a Kelvin Banks, maybe a Will Campbell, who is projected to be a top 5 pick. Maybe even a top wide receiver like a Teteroa McMillan, because Travis Hunter may now go to the number 3 pick. And I want to show you guys this here just so you have a better picture of what the NFL draft does look like right now. Here is the updated order that the Patriots will be picking in. The Tennessee Titans will take the number 1 pick. The Cleveland Browns will have the number 2 pick. The New York Giants will take the number 3 pick. Number 4 will go to New England. Jacksonville, number 5. Carolina, number 6. New York Jets, number 7. Las Vegas Raiders, who may still want to go with number 4 if there is a Cam Ward or Shedeur Sanders still available, but those 3 teams could definitely benefit from a quarterback. Number 9, the Chicago Bears, who had the first pick in the draft last year. And then number 10, the New Orleans Saints. So the Patriots will pick number 4. But like I said, this game was a lot harder than just, that's such a dumb mistake. Why'd the Patriots win that game? That's horrible. Why'd they do that? Number 1, no team is going to come out here and forfeit a game. They're going to still play their hardest, especially when a first-year head coach, DC and OC, are fighting to keep their jobs. They're not going to hand over the loss just like that, nor are the Bills going to hand over a loss like that to a division opponent. There were a lot of factors that played into the reason why the Patriots still tried to win this game. And you know what? It was a good game. It's frustrating to watch a game like that, knowing that we could have seen a sliver of that the rest of the season in terms of defense, how well they were tackling, how well they were completely putting pressure on Mitch Trubisky. Other way around, Joe Milton, he showcased what he had. The receivers ran their routes, the cleanest I had ever seen. Antonio Gibson, you couldn't stop him with a bulldozer. That's the most frustrating part, is the Patriots put on one of their best performances in that game. Keep in mind, they were going up against backups, but still, it's the NFL. We're all professionals here. Before I do hop into my instant reaction for the post-game show, I do want to go on ahead and just ask you guys one question, because there are a lot of things happening for the Patriots now that Black Monday is right around the corner. Now the season is over, and there is just one question that I have been wondering about the status of our head coach and what this is going to mean moving forward. Should the Patriots fire Jerod Mayo? Type Y for yes, type N for no. Tomorrow is Black Monday, which is notoriously known as a day that a lot of franchises move on from their head coach, OC, DC, and make some changes internally. Should the Patriots move on from Jerod Mayo? Type Y for yes, type N for no in the comment section down below. I'm going to go with yes. I think New England has a really great opportunity right now to go get a coach that is a player in the Hall of Fame of your franchise in Mike Vrabel. There are also rumors that Ben Johnson, Brian Flores are looking to be head coaches. Brian Daboll could be a good offensive coordinator. Robert Saleh could be a good defensive coordinator if the chips do fall that way. So go on ahead and let me know in the comment section down below. All right, I'm just going to go on ahead and just get started here with the star of the show, which is Joe Milton. Wow, what a hell of a game from Joe Milton. All the record and drafts and everything aside, this is your backup quarterback for next year. Anybody saying you should start over Drake May, that's not correct at all. Joe Milton was going up against second and third string players, which is okay because they're still in the NFL, but they're not as great as the Bills defense has been this entire season. Joe Milton, from the preseason to now, is a completely different ball player. 22 for 29. I don't care if you're facing a little league team. That's a great completion percentage for 241 yards, not to mention his sack number, it should have been up to like 6 or 7. He evaded so many sacks. He did wonderful in the pocket. It reminds me of a Lamar Jackson type of quarterback where his ball security kind of always makes you a little bit hesitant, where he always has the ball in his hand, he's looking up, doesn't have anywhere to throw, so he starts kind of running around with the ball hanging around his hips, but he's always looking up. He's always scanning the backfield. He's always looking to see where his next throw is going to be. And if it's not there, he can run while still looking. He had Derek Jeter S throws off his left foot, completions, Demario Douglas, Kayshon Boutte. They were all incredible at recovering and receiving throws from Joe Milton. The only thing with Joe Milton that I just personally feel bad about for these Patriots receivers is that Milton still needs to work on his strength. He's called Bazooka Joe for a reason. That's because he can nail 60-yard bombs, but he also throws that same power on a 6-yard slant. So he was slinging these things. But the receivers, they seem to really catch them. Antonio Gibson was the running back for today's game. Something else I want to watch moving into the offseason is that you just extended Ramondre Stevenson for 4 years. Gibson has started the last 2 games. Ramondre Stevenson did not play today. I don't know if that's a confidence thing because he does lead the league in NFL. Lead the league as a running back in fumbles with 7 so far this year, but they have really grown to be fond of Gibson's game these last couple of games. And I'm wondering what this is going to mean, A, with Gibson pending free agency, and B, with Ramondre Stevenson, a guy that you did just extend. Overall, the defense, I thought it was one of the best defensive games that I had seen. Mitch Trubisky, that's Justin Herbert. I don't know why Justin Herbert's there, but you get the gist. 101 yards, 15 for 21. That was his total. So it is very interesting to see how the defense played phenomenally this game when all season long we were begging them to do the bare minimum. That's the most frustrating. In the game where you could have afforded to lose, you played like you were fighting for the Super Bowl. That's okay. Some of those players might have been. Some of those players were definitely fighting for their jobs. So, with a game like that, it does give me reassurance heading into the offseason that this is our backup quarterback for next year. Joe Milton, Jacoby Brissett was on a 1-year deal. He'll head into free agency. You don't need to look at the quarterback position with Drake May and Jacoby Brissett. You're good to go there. Drake May and Joe Milton, you're good to go there. The running back, you found Antonio Gibson. He's a good compliment. So you can really start to focus on beefing up your wide receiver and your offensive line. Your tight ends are phenomenal. Hunter Henry and Austin Hooper, who should be extended. They should be kept around for a little while longer. There are definitely things to take away from this game. It's just unfortunate that it had to be a game where you kind of could have benefited from losing. But nonetheless, it was a good game. Grade the Patriots' performance versus the Bills, A, B, C, D, or F. If we're not thinking about records, if we're not thinking about drafts, I'm going to go with a B+. I think that this was a good game. There were a couple of instances where you definitely could have pushed a little bit harder, but I don't know how hard they were trying to go. I'll go with a B+. I think Joe Milton really came out here, and he had one opportunity. He said, I'm going to show everybody what I'm made of and what I am capable of doing. So that'll be the end of the 2024-25 Patriots season. We do end with a 4-13 record. And we will hold the number 4 pick in the NFL draft. If you guys want all the offseason coverage, if you guys want all of the draft coverage, everything that we're going to have, we're going to start going live once a week in the offseason as well. Go on ahead and do one thing for me. It is help out this channel by subscribing to Patriots Today by Chat Sports. That way you guys do not miss a single thing that we cover here in the offseason. And as always, good, bad, or the ugly, go Patriots.